What's up out there? So this will been on the YouTube streets for a couple of days, this West Pool in Chicago on the south side. We call this, Chicago natives is called the Wild Hunters, or the some say the Wild Wild, whatever. But let's hear what the news gotta say, and I'm gonna give you my take.
And a disturbing case unfolds in court. A mother accused of ordering her son to commit murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us.
Yeah, not only that mom who's accused of giving those shoot.
Now, see, I don't believe the part where they said that she ordered the murder. That's what the news is pumping it. Show me a text where she said that, and I'll explain later.
Kill orders is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance video, which helped the witnesses identify the suspects to police. So this all happened Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her.
Hey, that's why I'm gonna be outside after 11 like that. In the city of Chicago, in the summer, it's hot. Ooh, and look where they going, Maxwell now. And this is the hundreds now, so you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Let's continue.
Our 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halsted at 117. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremey Brown, who was also in.
But he's 32 years old and he arguing with that lady for. I don't still get what it was arguing about. So let's just continue what the news reports say. The news reports say.
Inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Once outside of the restaurant, while the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her son to shoot her.
Prosecutors say the Hood even tried to get the gun from her son, but he pushed her away. No shots were fired at that witness, who is also the victim's girlfriend. Both mother and son facing murder charges. She's also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boy also facing unlawful use and possession of a firearm. Both were.
So what you telling me? There's only one camera at the restaurant? I think it's more than one camera at the restaurant. I'm gonna show you why in a minute. I bet you it's more than one camera. They saying that's what the witness said. The witness probably lying because somebody was instigating the whole thing. This is another angle on another news channel. Listen to what they say. They keep saying she ordered, she texted ordered him. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think he could have heard what was going on and just came up there.
There are charges in one of the
Got out the car just to see what was going on. Because when we listen to her, she gets a text.
deadly shootings from the holiday weekend. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and a 14-year-old boy are charged with first-degree murder. This comes after police released this surveillance video that captured the incident on Sunday night on South Halsted near 116th Street. A 32-year-old man was killed. What?
Look like they show more than one angle on that news channel. So that means they got the PD got the whole footage. They got the whole footage of everything. They know everything that happened. Now, this is the only part of the video I was able to find on what kind of transpired in the restaurant. But I was looking at it. Okay, them two, I don't know what kind of they into. He's like a bigger dude than her. I don't know if they talking to each other, going back and forth or whatever. They know each other or not. The cooks, they just cooking. But let's let it play.
Get your food! Who? Get in the car? Who?
See, when she say get in the car, I think she's talking to the boy. I think the boy is at the door and she telling him to get in the car. Hey, get in the car. You know how mamas be. Get in the car. You know, he might have heard them loud talking and came out there to see what was going on. She don't got him on the phone and the thing like she was texting nobody. They keep saying she did, but they probably found out she did.
Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I
And my thing is, what y'all arguing about? Let me see. Let's watch it one more time.
get your food. Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I
See, I think she was talking. See how her face is looking like she's looking at somebody, like at the door. I think she was talking to the young boy, like, go get in the car. Right? Go get in the car. Don't worry about it. But when he heard her say, go get in the car, he think she telling him to go get in the car, but she not. Listen, watch it one more time.
get your food. Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I
Now, see, that's where you out of pocket. What, you just came home last week talking about I'm gonna knock you out. Look at his stance and everything, you know. But I don't know what transpired between the two. I don't know what they were saying or talking about or anything. But I know he got what. But I have seen other video with the same. I mean, with him striking her, like pictures. I didn't get to see the whole video, and YouTube's not gonna let me show the whole video. I'm gonna show you something else. Like I said, it's the Wild Wild Hundreds, and look at this. That's why when it be past, when it start getting dark out, you get your food. When you start going to places late night on the weekend in Chicago, people be drunk, high and under the influence. You don't know what people be under their mindset or anything, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous. So listen.
New details and frightening new video just released of a shooting at a West Pullman restaurant. CBS 2's Sabrina Franz live at Maxwell Street Express. Sabrina, we have some clear new images of that shooter tonight.
Joe, we first reported on this back in April.
Now look at the building in the background and look at the address. Everything right here is gonna tell you. Is that the same place, Maxwell Street Express?
April, and like you said, yes. Now we have new shocking video of that shooting. Caught on surveillance cameras here at this Maxwell Street Express. And take a look behind me. You can even see the windows on this business are still boarded up.
Hey, look, that's the area where they was parked at. But this is not the same story about the one where the boy just shot the guy inside there. This is a different one. But it's the Wild Hundred and it's Maxwell.
Up weeks after now, a gunman shot into their business. It was 2:36 a.m. The inside this Maxwell Street Express packed for a Tuesday morning in April. The suspect seen here without a mask, standing by the counter, where at least five other people were getting ready to order. Shots fired into the restaurant. Six minutes later, the suspect shuffles outside and fires right into the window.
I noticed the business and the layout. You tell me, is that the same restaurant or not? No, that's the street view, and this another view.
One of the victims, a 26-year-old woman inside waiting for her food. Police say the suspect got into some argument with someone else who was in there before he left and started shooting. The other man returned fire.
So the place ain't known for arguments and shootouts. Might be a dangerous spot. I never been there. It's in the hundreds. I ain't from the hundreds. And the hundreds is known for activities.
Fire from inside. We did speak with employees at this Maxwell Street Express. They didn't want to be on.
I paused it so you could look at the layout and the address and all that. You tell me it's the same place. I don't know. Looks like it's me.
Camera saying they were set on going about business as usual and hoping that something like this doesn't happen again. This happened back on April 17th. At that time, the victim, that 26-year-old woman, was taken to Roseland Community Hospital after getting shot in her forearm. We do not know her condition at this time. Police are still looking for that shooter.
So that's just showing that how that location is. I heard they dropped all the charges on the youth for shooting the guy because he was trying to defend his mama, which, hey, any kid would have did that. Now, the part where they said, oh, she texted him, I don't know if she texted to bring the gun in so she could help herself, or I don't think she would text him to say he shot to shoot the guy. She wouldn't want that for a kid, but let's hear something real quick and then you'll get more to gist.
This has been a social media discussion all over social media. I put up a post about it. Got over 31 million views over the past couple days. You know. Let me just say everything that happened in this situation was terrible. First, of course, there was a loss of life.
Yeah, it's terrible because it shouldn't be happening. The man was a grown man. He's 32 years old. There's no reason for you to be so upset like that, no matter what she said. They kept saying it was an altercation. There was no altercation. There was no hands on. She wasn't yelling at him or nothing. She was just talking to him like any person would, like a regular person would. She wasn't yelling at him or anything. He was the one who was irate, you know, especially for somebody you don't even know. Come on, man, stop.
And we are always sympathetic to the loss, especially in Chicago when you lose people so much with hundreds of people being killed. In this situation, it started off with a very violent attack in which Miss Hood, who has been a supporter for many years, her son saw.
Yeah, he violated the lady. Like I said, I couldn't find a video of him actually doing it in YouTube. I'll let you show it. But I did see some of the parts where he was punching the lady and everything. She wasn't in his face or anything. They was standing there. He was the one who was getting irate. You know what I'm saying? Like she did, like in some videos, you see the lady spit on him or call him out his name, but none of this happened. She was just over there talking. And the only thing you saw, like I said, in the discussion where he said, get in the car, and he said, who get in the car? Like he was thinking like she was talking to him. That's why I said, was he under the influence or something? Hey, it's 11 o'clock at night. You don't know what anybody is. That's why I be in the house.
His mother being hit by this man several times. At first, when this situation first uncovered, the media covered it as the mother directed her son to kill someone. In which
Now, that's the part. Now, see, now he's breaking it down because I'm like, it didn't seem like that. She wasn't arguing with the guy, or anything. The son, he's whatever, 13, 14, he came, you see his mama get yelled at, there's some guy punching your mama? Man, please.
which everyone around the city of Chicago was like, oh my God, why would that mother do something like this? Then the video surfaced. I posted the video, it got over 31 million views. And folks all over the country said that this is a case of self-defense.
Why worry about views? Who viewed it? We just want the truth. Everybody don't got the views. I got this many views. But he a young dude. I guess that's 21st century things. That's what we do. How many views you get?
Fence. Let me first just say that I am disheartened that people were there, especially men that were there, that watched this happen, and it had to be a 14-year-old boy to save his mother. Where are we as a community if situations like this can happen and a woman can be severely attacked and
See, what he's saying, I understand where he's coming from, right? But I was taught even growing up, you never get in a domestic issue, especially you don't even know what happened if they know each other. Because if it was just a domestic issue, that could be bad. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows what happened. We were all even confused just from watching the videos. We don't know what happened because you could, if you the man, you could get killed, and she'd be back with him if that was her dude. We don't know the situation, and he assuming, oh, if I was there, I would have did this. Who was this guy? I hope he ain't the mayor. He's somebody with some knowledge, some living experience.
And no one does anything. There were several people in the establishment, and everyone said it wasn't their problem. And they backed up.
Now, the people in the establishment should have said something. They could have said, hey, we're not going to have this in my, but it's the Wild Hundreds and it's Maxwell's. That might happen every day at Maxwell's. It might happen every day at Maxwell's. If you're in Chicago, what's the place you go late night, 11 o'clock at night to get to eat? People always get into arguments. It don't always turn into physical, but there's always somebody arguing about something. Now, and he's saying, well, it shouldn't happen. It don't matter. It do happen. It's Chicago.
And it took her own son, 14 years old, to step up and, put it into this situation and do what he felt was right. This son, actor, star in Chirac movie, star in The Chi, honor roll student. He wasn't just some young kid that was out here carjacking or killing. He was actually a kid who had, a bright future and has done a lot of great things in his life. And so in this situation, he was looking out for his mother. No one else would. No one else in the establishment did anything. And so once he saw his mother being severely, hit, he took action. I would never praise.
His mom was being brutalized by some dude he didn't know inside the restaurant. But he knew he didn't know. He knew what was going on to a certain extent. That's why he did what he did. That's why everybody, if it was another grown man who killed that dude, no way he'd be in prison. He'd be in prison because they would say you use excessive force to do blah, blah, blah. That's what he'd be. And then what you would be doing? Nothing.
A loss of life. I would never praise any situation that ends in violence. It's not okay, especially in the city of Chicago. But in this case, this young boy did what he felt was right. And I believe that the decision by the state's attorney today was correct. But what I need to say is that we need cultural foundation in these neighborhoods. We need to bring a village back. People need to understand that we got to stop allowing this violent behavior in our neighborhoods, period. Should never be any case where anyone is putting their hands on someone and acting violently in any establishment, in any neighborhood. And we got to step up and say enough is enough. And it shouldn't have ended this way, especially with so many other people that were in Maxwell. But it took this 14-year-old son to step up and say, enough is enough. I think today's charges were correct.
Hi, I work for Lumi Deodorant, and I have a